Hey everybody, it's your captain here with my list of top 5 cartoons or anime I want to make a comeback. To clarify, these are cartoons and or Japanese anime that had either a short run way back when it got canceled, and as far as I know are not in the works to get any sort of revival or sequel series or whatever. So, hope you enjoy. Number 5, Golden Boy. Now this one is a super personal choice for me because this is an anime that me and a friend of mine stumbled on in high school. It's only 6 episodes long and never got, as far as I know, never got anything else after that. I'm not really sure if there's a manga or something like that, but either way, the anime, for its time, was pretty freaking hilarious, and is one of the few animes that I actually prefer the dubs over the subs. Like, I feel, just because I guess it's a cultural thing, I don't get Japanese humor as much. Like, I get some of it, but not all of it, and there's sort of like a subtext to the way the dubs work. I don't know. But if you don't know anything about Golden Boy, it's about this college-age person named Kentaro Oe who drops out of college right before graduation, even though he finished like all the requirements, like to get his degree. He drops out to travel across Japan, and in the urge to study life, like that's his mantra: study, 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 study. And all he wants to do is he wants to get out there, he wants to learn, he wants to do different things. But he's also a horny teenager. Big surprise. So he ends up in situations where there's highly attractive women doing menial tasks. He finds himself super attracted to the women, but the women are repulsed by him. And he initially does something to screw something up, and everyone is angry at him, but then at the last second, like, he comes in and saves the day, because what do you know, he was learning while he was working in that area, and at the last second saves everything, but leaves before anybody can thank him, and usually the main woman of the episode has fallen in love with him by that point. It's a really funny anime, and if you ever have an opportunity to find it, it's, like I said, it's only 6 episodes long. It's hilarious. Give it a shot. So number 5, Golden Boy. Number 4, Gargoyles. To be specific, Disney's Gargoyles. This show I loved as a kid. And to be fair, I don't remember a whole lot of it now as an adult. What I do remember is that it was a very well-crafted show with very deep storytelling and compelling characters. And why hasn't this been picked up again? Like, it just seems like it's just perfectly ripe for the revival situation that everything's that's been going on. Like, 'cause with the fact that everything's being remade and redone lately, this seems like it's just like obvious. Why Disney hasn't done it yet, I don't know. Maybe they're waiting for their streaming service to see how well it does. But I say bring it back. Why not? It's a great show. And you can leave it animation. You could even go live action with it. I think a live action version would actually be pretty neat too. Either way, not my call. Up to Disney. But yes, give us Gargoyles. Thank you. Number 3, Rurouni Kenshin. I am very shocked like completely and utterly shocked that this hasn't gotten the remake treatment yet. Mostly because of the live action films and how well they did in Japan. But you want to talk about a show that needs like some sort of like redemption, because apparently there's I vaguely recall reading somewhere that there's like a controversy, I know how to speak, behind the original creator of Rurouni Kenshin. He was like a really bad person. I don't remember the specifics of it. Doesn't change the fact that the show he made is awesome and deserves to be separate from whatever garbage he did. You know, he may have been a garbage human, but the show is great and deserves a chance to shine on its own. And the movies were awesome. The live action films were probably some of the best live action adaptations of an anime I have ever seen. And with the way animation is nowadays, that show, especially with the way the anime left off, like I didn't even finish it because of all the terrible things I heard about that final season. It was like, why am I wasting my time? But Kenshin is a great character and deserves a updated and animated version to put all the polish and shine and make it look all snappy and new and give us all the modern day effects that it deserves. So yeah, Rurouni Kenshin. Number 2, Street Sharks. Now, I'm going to be honest, I was never too invested in Street Sharks as a kid. I liked some aspects of it, but it was always the poor man's Ninja Turtles. But I think with the way things are nowadays, it totally deserves a revival. And to be fair, I think the perfect way to do this, to bring in the Street Sharks, is actually to make it part of the new Ninja Turtles universe. Because that new aesthetic that they're going for with their cartoon is beautiful. I've never actually seen any of the episodes. I've only seen clips and pictures and stuff like that. But I think it looks great. They're going for this like new, vibrant, like hyper aesthetic that I think would really go good with the Street Sharks. And on top of that, just for shits and giggles, you should, like, not to be all like, you know, kind of, it's not really cheating, but I also think you throw in the extreme dinosaurs there too. You know, make your own little anthropomorphic animal person thing, cinematic universe or TV universe, and then kind of take the CW model where once a season you have like a big crossover between the shows where they face some bigger threat to the universe, whatever. And then throughout each series you have a character from each one kind of like show up and do stuff. I think that'd be pretty freaking cool. Have the Street Sharks chomping around and doing their thing, getting all jawsome, and next thing you know, I don't know, Michelangelo shows up because he wants to chill with the Street Sharks on the beach. And then the bad guy shows up and he helps them defeat it, or him, her, whatever it is. I think that's got a lot of potential. You got your whole toy aspect, and you know, everybody needs a shared universe nowadays. So why not? So Street Sharks and a little bit of extreme dinosaur. Yeah. Number 1, Dino Riders. Duh, if any of you know me, you know this is going to be the show that I am clamoring for. I want this show back so bad. Like, when I was a child, I had all the VHSs for this. I honestly wish I still did, so I could show them to other generations and be like, look at this cool shit that I watched as a kid. It was great. Like, I didn't even realize I was watching a show. It was I thought it was just a really long movie that my grandmother would put on to keep me distracted that had commercials. I didn't even realize I was watching commercials, but I was watching Tyco commercials. You know, in the middle of my big long movie that also decided to take breaks to give me an intro and an outro. Listen, I was a dumb kid, whatever. point is, this show is great. Yeah, I kind of get that it's hard to get around the animal cruelty aspect of it all. But I'm sure there is a way to kind of get around it, you know, make it to where it's not so bad. And then at the same time, it's like, fucking war is war, man. Like, there are going to be casualties. There were horses and dogs and shit in all the big world wars. And yeah, that was sad, but that was just a thing. What is cooler, though, than seeing dinosaurs with fucking laser beams attached to them? And let's not forget the most important aspect of this. Cha-ching, toys. Freaking toys. I don't care who owns this property now. I think it might be Hasbro. But the amount of toy sales they could make off of this is fucking redonkulous. I know I would buy some shit and I wouldn't even play with it. I would just buy it and have an entire shelf just to current day Dino Riders toys. And also, you know, if you don't want to give me a new cartoon series, you can give me a live action movie adaptation or a cartoon movie adaptation. Just, I need more Dino Riders in my life. I need it. Give it to me. But seriously, just go look it up for yourself. Google it, YouTube it, whatever. Look it up. Tell me it's not some of the coolest shit out there. And if you don't think it is, we can have a discussion on that. But yes, number 1, Dino Riders. Please. Thank you. Well, that was my list. What did you think? Is there anything I left off that you are a fan of? Is there anything you want to see get the current day revival treatment? You know, preferably something that's not already getting a revival treatment. You know, let me know in the comments below. And you know what? Thanks for watching.